Thanks so much for joining us here for the news at 6. I'm Keisha Grant.
And I'm Mike Heidick. We'll get to that story in a moment. First, though, some tragic news out of Vermont where a plane has crashed and 4 people on board were from Connecticut. This happened yesterday. We've learned it's a single-engine plane, took off from Wyndham Airport at about 8:30 yesterday morning. They were heading up to Basin Harbor in Vermont, where the 4 passengers had lunch. They were heading back to Connecticut when they crashed just half a mile south of Basin Harbor Airport.
NBC Connecticut's Dave Peck joining us live now in Middletown. Dave, what can you tell us about the victims?
Yeah, guys, first and foremost, we've seen and heard words of support coming in from the Middletown community as well as the governor's office all over the state, really. These 4 victims, as you mentioned, lived in Connecticut. One was a teacher here at Middletown High School, the other a student, her mother as well, and a veteran.
It's tragic because they had so much that they could have done.
What looked to be a quick flight to Vermont ended in tragedy on Sunday.
I hope that they're always honored and remembered.
88-year-old Air Force veteran Frank Rodriguez, 55-year-old Middletown teacher Paul Pelletier, 15-year-old Delilah Van Ness, and her 51-year-old mother Susan, all killed in a plane crash this weekend.
Delilah was equally as proud to be her daughter and have her as a mom. And then she was equally as proud to be like, this is my kid.
Authorities say the private Piper aircraft left Wyndham Airport around 8:30 on Sunday morning to Basin Harbor in Ferrisburg, Vermont. No reports were received of an aircraft in distress or that the plane had crashed. But after it didn't return home when expected on Sunday, relatives called state police. Investigators found the wreckage of the aircraft to the east of the Basin Harbor Airport just after midnight on Monday morning.
I just can't believe they're not here.
Alana Thomas remembers the victims through her work with them at the Middletown Aerospace Program, started by Pelletier.
A teacher, a pilot himself, an educator, and just a good, genuine human being.
He, along with Rodriguez, had been working on the project to further introduce the aerospace industry to kids in the area. State police say Delilah had been taking flight lessons with Pelletier.
They were such an impact to the school system and to that community of Middletown. I just hope that they're always celebrated.
Now, Middletown schools will be closed tomorrow and all athletic competitions have been postponed. Now, we contacted the airport in Vermont, but they were unable to comment. The crash is still under investigation. Reporting live in Middletown, Dave Peck, NBC Connecticut News. Guys.